Yo, big shout out and congrats to Kimmy Antonelli, second youngest to win a Grand Prix. I was saying earlier today, I want to see this kid win a race, and he does it in very solid fashion. The same race for the first time in the season that his idol, Lewis Hamilton, will also be on the podium with him. This race right here was crazy nice. Kimmy Antonelli deserved it. He earned it. Kimmy Antonelli earned that shit, man. For real. Big shout out to Kimmy. That's got to be great. In one race weekend, you put down two historical check marks in history. Second youngest. And then first youngest, I believe, for pole position sitter. That is an absolutely iconic weekend for Kimmy, man. I am completely happy for him. Completely happy for him and his family. To do all of that work, for him to go through a ton of scrutiny last season, to have a boatload of pressure on his shoulders at that age, to grow in the sport of Formula One within 2 seasons with one of the most iconic teams, with media dates, with crying on TV because he's emotionally wound up by his failures, his mistakes, but taking accountability for those mistakes. When he took accountability, I knew then he's got a line of integrity within him I hope continues to grow. And now he sits here on the top step in China. This is just the start for Kimmy, man. This is just the start for him. This is absolutely awesome. Absolutely wonderful. Do not forget, chat, do not forget, you all should know that you are putting your name in the hat this week for the Super Chat prize that we will spin for eventually. You are putting, every time you do a Super Chat, your name will go into the hat for this bundle pack, the Ferrari decorative plate, the Ferrari cap, and the socks to tell people don't bother you while you're watching Formula One. We got some things to talk about. Paul in the Super Chat says it. Right off the back, Paul says, was this a masterclass drive for Max today? Love another season without a one on the Red Bull car. Congrats to Kimmy. Hey, man, let me tell you something. If y'all are not familiar, earlier yesterday, actually, I will sleep like a baby tonight. Kamisha says, finally, Lewis, we did it. Fuck Charles' ego, biggest Trump's head. That's big. That's big. I'm trying to tell you. We got Mechanic Mercedes says, Charles got to grow up. He does. We're going to talk about it. Charles got to grow up. He does have to grow up. And I sincerely mean it. He's got to grow up. So let me show y'all something. While we sat here and we talked about stats and we talked about facts, we talked about Max Verstappen, and you know what happened, people? You know what happened? I told you, when you bring up stats and facts, the Max fans get mad and they don't know what to do, but the same thing they continue to do. And let me show you what they do. This is what they do. We got Stefan in the Super Chat saying, yo, 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 this race was nice. Props to Kimmy and Lewis, the GOAT Hamilton. Leclerc may become number 2. You could hear it in his voice. Shaking. Now, I warned you. I told y'all. I said, listen, they not going to like when you bring stats and facts. When you bring stats and facts, the Max fans don't like it. Let me show you what they do. They immediately go to being racist because they can't combat you with real facts. I got this message shortly after we had our live yesterday when I was telling people, if you think Max is the GOAT, prove it with stats or facts. And here we go. Black Ham fans always chimping out. Look at that. Chimping out. Black Hamilton fans always chimping out. No stats, no facts to back anything that I said, to try to rebuttal anything I said. The first thing they went and did was be racist and to insult you with racist banter. Black Hamilton fans chipping out. That's what they do. That's what they do. Well, let me tell you what your GOAT, Max Verstappen, does. Not finish the race. I told y'all. I told you. He legitimately got a tractor this season, and he ain't doing shit with it. Roxanne in the super chat says, what a race. It was a race. So we ain't going to spend no more time on that. I'm just saying they do it all the time. There we go. And today, Lewis Hamilton will be on that step. But first, before we get to, fuck that. We partying right now. Lewis Hamilton showing Charles Leclerc how shit's done. Let me show you how it's done, Charles. Let me show you how you're supposed to drive. Let me teach you something. Charles, chill. Your ego is too big. We should have been holding Russell off to try to get a double podium for Ferrari. We could have had a double podium. If you had held position, Russell wouldn't have got through. We wouldn't have took a lot of wear out of your tires because you're not the best tire manager. You're not the tire manager that Lewis Hamilton is. So just chill, little bro. Let me show you how to work this. Ferrari could have held Russell at bay long enough for his tires because he never caught Kimmy Antonelli. He never caught him. Had the Ferrari strategically defended against Russell, we likely could have been looking at a Ferrari 2 and 3, a Ferrari double podium. Big shout out to Roxanne saying congrats to Kimmy. Indeed. You got to get over yourself. Mechanic Mercedes says, Charles, no common sense, and Max decided to take a break to visit the sandwich shop down the street. Hell yeah, he said, I'm going to get me something. I'm going to get me something to eat, man. I can't deal with this shit. I'm a stress eater. I'm a stress eater. He just kneeled out. He did what old dude did. He did like Anthony Richardson did in the game. I'm just coming out. I'm tired. I'm tired right now. Verstappen just said I'm tired. Kimmy crying. I'm going to let him cry, man. I ain't no crier, but I'm going to let Kimmy have that. It's a lot to get through. It's a lot to get through that and for it to come to great. He kid, man. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Kimmy. Julius in the super chat says, Hammy is back. You give him the power, everyone in trouble. And that's something we got to talk about. Because Hamilton was reporting to his team throughout the race that he needed power. He needed something. He needed it out. His car didn't have the power coming out of the turns. That was something that they were looking into. That had to happen. We got Paul in the super chat saying, ego and a motherfucker. Exactly right. More important to be teammates can do what's best for the team. I'm trying to tell you, man. Charles should have knew. They should have known, but he can't help himself, much like many other drivers can't help themselves. The moment they get next to Lewis Hamilton, no matter where Lewis is on the track, they immediately feel that this is an accomplishment for me to battle Lewis. Unlike I'm going to battle anybody else. This is my championship right here. If I can battle Lewis and get the best of him in a subpar car, I'm just going to feel great about myself. That's not the same thing this season. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Last year, not Hamilton's car. Inherited it. And on top of that, the Ferrari car wasn't the best. The years before that, Mercedes lame duck. But now this season, right off of the back, what did we see? Lewis Hamilton is more confident in the Ferrari. The Ferrari is a bit more stable, although that ass is still a little wiggly like a Porsche, but more stable. And Lewis Hamilton is willing and confident to throw that car into battle, feeling that it will hold, that it would hold ground. That makes a tremendous difference. And we saw the battle. And let me tell you something else. I'm going to commend. I know we talking about Charles and his ego. I know we talking about Charles not doing the best for the team. But I am going to commend something because it needs to be stated. Because this is what Max Verstappen can't do. Charles and Lewis Hamilton went wheel-to-wheel battling without crashing each other out. Max can't do that. Max is incapable of doing that. It's not in his tool bag. So I'm going to give the Ferrari boys some credit. Listen, the battling was nice. Although it wasn't productive for a team 2 and 3, it was still nice to see that although the battle happened, wheel to wheel, they didn't crash each other out. Not the best thing to do. I'm not saying the best thing to do. Roxanne in the Super says, Charles is not ever going to be great that way. No, Charles is not going to be great that way. I don't think so, and it's nothing against him. It's nothing against him. Very few drivers are. But I'm going to tell you this. The thing with Lewis Hamilton, people need to understand. A lot of times where you think, if Lewis is in a competitive car, a lot of times when you think he's just sitting back and he ain't got it no more, that's not what's happening. What's happening is Lewis has calculated, okay, you go battle me. But one thing you need to know, I am an extreme GOAT at tire management. And that's what ended up happening. And Charles had to bend the knee. That was a good battle is what he said over the radio. You want to know why? Because Charles realized he didn't have the tires no more. Lewis Hamilton is a far better tire manager and whisperer than anybody on the track right now. We got Paul in the Super Chat says, that smile on Lewis's face feels amazing and speaks volumes. It does, because it proves something to him as well. Today, also, Lewis proves something to himself. I am here. I can compete. Give me the right tools and watch me work. He needed that just like Kimmy needed that. Just keeping it a buck. Probably Kimmy needed it more because he's never had it. Julius in the Super Chat says, I was shocked Charles got on the radio and said it was fun. You know what, man? I was too. But I will say this. Although shocked, I give him credit for that. I give him credit for that because that still proves to us that he's willing to look and say, you know what? Something I can learn here. What's going on? Stephen Myers in the Super Chat says, George may become number 2 as well. Lewis baited Charles and finished him. It almost happened in Australia. You can see it. Kimmy's new nickname should be the problem child. It should be the problem child, man. Facts. Very good one right there. And we got Nasty Stu in the Super Chat putting his hat in for the Wolf Pack giveaway that is coming your way. A Ferrari pack bundle. We going to be spinning for that soon. Chat is coming up in a few races. Keep putting your name in there because somebody walking away with that. By the time you get that, Lewis Hamilton might have a race win. Just keeping it a buck. Lewis Hamilton might have a race win. It's good. Nasty Stu says Hamilton is back. Antonelli is awesome. 3 Mercedes drivers on podium. Yo, that's a fun fact. That is a fun fact, bro. 3 Mercedes drivers on podium is a fun fact. That is some real, damn, that's a nice one, Nasty Stu, bro. Hey, my fellow JDM brother. Roxanne said Lewis is not going anywhere, and he told us that. Mechanic Mercedes says in Australia and here in China, Lewis had the pace. He did. And remember, when Charles and Russell got into it, it was almost a double overtake for Lewis Hamilton. That is coming. The Ferraris are, understand this, because let's not sugarcoat this. The Ferraris look good, but they do not have everything they need just yet. We are talking about a 19-second gap from Russell to Hamilton and a 25-second gap from Antonelli to Hamilton. But you want to know something else, man? You want to know something else? Because I know some haters might be in here. It might be some haters in here. But after our awesome talk yesterday in asking for stats and facts to prove Max is actually the greatest, which didn't happen because the stats didn't back it up and the facts didn't back it up. Now they mad. I know somebody came into the thread, the comment section, the Instagram, the YouTube, and they said today that Charles was going to beat Lewis Hamilton. Where the fuck that was happening at? I'm looking for where that happened at. I can't find it. Where is it? Is it in here? Is it over here? Where is it? I can't find it. Just saying. It didn't happen. And there's going to be more of that taking place. So you better put on your seatbelt, grab you a boatload of tissue to dry those eyes. Because today what you got to see, you don't need to wear it. And you know what they always do? They always deflect. When we try to tell them Max is not that, you know what they say? Oh, well, Charles is going to beat Lewis. We ain't talking about Charles and Lewis. We talking about Max Verstappen. And where's Max Verstappen? At home, in the trailer, off the track. What did I say in yesterday's sermon? I said it's going to be funny if Hadjar, Lawson, and Lindblad finish in front of Max. See, this is what happened when you come in and talking shit and you ain't got no stats. Lawson finished in 7th in the points. In the points. Lindblad finished just out of the points, but in front of Max. And Hadjar finished in 8th in the points. Max didn't contribute shit to Red Bull today. I said it just yesterday. It's going to be funny if the junior Red Bull team and the number 2 seed finish in front of Max. And I be hot damn if everything don't come to fruition in the same day Kimmy Antonelli get his first race win, being 2 in history, and Lewis Hamilton on podium beating Charles Leclerc. Y'all better stop fucking with me, man. You better stop playing around here. Better stop playing around here. Big shout out Roxanne in the super chat. They got jokes. They got jokes, but now they got my boot to their ass. Paul in the super chat. Hello, Kleenex. Yeah, we need it. I'm telling you, they need it, bro. They need a case. I'm going to go to Sam's Club today and pick up a big case of tissue. And I'm going to pick it up. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to pick up the Kleenex. I'm going to pick up Charmin tissue because it's dual purpose. You can dry your eyes and you can wipe that shit off your chin. Because that's what you got going on right now. That's what you could do. Dual purpose. Got you. I got you covered. Mechanic Mercedes say Max is John Cena of F1. Nobody could see him. Yeah, that's what you do, bro. Roxanne said Lewis is going to be holding classes. I'm telling you. Okay, so listen, we got to put a poll up. We got to put a poll up. Who had the master class? Darth asked that. Who had the master class? I'm finna put it up. Is it Ham? Because I'm going to tell you, somebody else up there looking mighty good right now. Is it, or is it? All right, chat, poll in the chat. Don't dance on it, vote on it, do whatever you want to do on it, but make sure you get $1 for it. Okay, so let's go through the rest of this because I know we watching Hamilton come out. Listen, do you know this is long awaited? They can no longer, a lot of things that these trolls been trying to use to talk shit against Lewis Hamilton is starting to dwindle away. It's starting to dwindle away, but this is racing. Anything can happen any day, kind of like football, right? You never know what's going to happen. But to see Kimmy Antonelli get up there, he was ready to dap up Lewis Hamilton first before he even dapped Russell up. Antonelli had his arm wrapped around Lewis Hamilton as Lewis Hamilton embraced him on the pole position. Lewis Hamilton is that guy because he is who he is. He's not a hater. Do y'all not realize Lewis Hamilton been mentoring and been there to console damn Antonelli since all this shit been taking place? Y'all not remember this? Listen, I told y'all, man, I'm keep trying to tell them, but they don't want to listen. So let me say this, because I got to give credit when I also criticize. Paul in the super chat says, almost had to vote for Max. Not at all, brother. Not at all. Let me see what we got. 90% say Hamilton. And that's just keeping it a buck, man. That's just keeping it a buck. Lewis Hamilton, it's everybody versus Lewis when Lewis is on track. And technically it's supposed to be true all the way across. But we know, we see Lewis, cars come up against him, drivers come up against him, not the cars, because cars ain't doing it. And they act different. Charles had to and you know what Lewis did? Lewis had to make sure, you know what Lewis said? You know what, bro? I got something for you, brother. I understand, Charles, this is your team because you've been here the longest. You are the Monegasque Prince. You are the Ferrari Prince. You are the future, Charles. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm finna show your ass. While I'm here, you need to respect and work with me. Don't worry about me beating you. Work with me. Because when I'm gone, there's a lot of shit you're going to learn from me. Didn't Russell say after qualifying yesterday that there was 20 years of experience, so there's a lot I need to learn? Yeah, Russell, you should have been learning that shit when you was with Lewis Hamilton. But you was so caught up in your shit, so caught up in yourself, you was worried about just trying to beat him when you could. trying to win your little championship, trying to win your little driver's battle against Lewis Hamilton. You should have been learning then. Charles, wake up, smell the coffee, because they make good coffee in Italy, and understand you need to be under the tutelage of Lewis Hamilton so that when it's time, you can take that shit and run away with it, bro. That's what you needed. Russell didn't learn that. So guess what? He didn't learn shit. That's why Lewis Hamilton was able to get his ass to business. That's why Lewis Hamilton was able today to battle you the way he did and know when to pull back and when to come back and punch you in your grill. Learn. Learn. There's nothing wrong with learning. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I'm going to beat you if I can, but there's a lot of shit you can teach me. Mechanic Mercedes in the super chat said, you should poll how many Kleenex Max ran through the night. Oh, he still gobs of it. Gobs of it. Spider R35, Merck losing a second GP advantage by June 1st to be exact, is spicy now. Roxanne ain't been playing. Roxanne put her name in that hat like, put it in there. Roxanne in the super chat say, Charles will see how it's done. He will. And big shout out to Nasty Stu for the big super chat, brother. I appreciate you. Nasty Stu is always down. Hey, I'm just saying, Charles, take your time, bro. Take your time and understand you could learn a lot. I'm not saying this because I want to see Lewis beat you. I'm saying it because it's true. It's true. You have the opportunity to be in the meetings. You have the opportunity to go up to Lewis anytime and try to pick his brain on certain things. You have the opportunity to say, hey, Lewis, listen, I'm going to hop in this sim. You mind if you kind of bow? Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You are the future. You are the future. You don't have to worry about that. Ferrari's not finna get rid of you, man. They not finna get rid of you. I think they locked into you long term, bro. Don't get over that. Don't be insecure in yourself. You got it. Lewis is here for a while, yeah, but you're going to be here longer than so long as you choose to be. Be what you need to be and gather all the information you can from the damn GOAT. From the GOAT. Can we stop playing? He's the GOAT. Who don't know this? He's absolutely the GOAT, bro, and you got a lot of opportunity to do something with that, man. A lot of opportunity. Do that. Don't be so caught up with yourself. Now, let's get to some of these other places on the track, man, because it's some things we got to talk about. It's some things we got to talk about. We got to talk about some shit. Because some people didn't even start the damn race. Let's just start there. Let's start where some people didn't even start. Because that really happened today. Some people was sitting at home on the pit wall. And I'm going to tell you, there might be some issues to come. Stephen Myers in the super chat. When the new power plant comes in, if it does, Ferrari will flip it around by mid-season. The car is good and getting better. That is true. I'm still concerned about the rotating rear wing. I don't know how far that's going to go or how good that's going to be. I'm still a little bit concerned about that. But we got some trouble brewing out here. We do have some trouble brewing out here, and I think we need to poll that because I think everybody agrees Lewis Hamilton masterclass, but I got something else to ask y'all that we need to damn talk about. And please, do not forget, you are putting your name in the hat for the Ferrari bundle pack. Big shout out. We got a lot of people putting their name in the hat for this one. I'm excited to see where it's going to go when we actually spend for it. But let's talk about this, all right, because there's some things that are quietly starting to groundswell in some of these garages. And I got to ask you, hey, is this season the season that McLaren lose Pia's interest? Because it was already a toll for Piastri, knowing that I had the biggest lead in the Drivers' Championship by far, even when Lando caught up. You brought a special update for Lando. You said we were two number one drivers and there was no favoritism, but there was for Lando. You said even yourself, Zach Brown, before the season started, it was the Lando era. Roxanne, what's going on? And then you gave team orders for Lando, but for some reason when it came my time, you can't play God. And after the championship was lost, I still had something to hold on to as a McLaren driver. I had to hold on to that we're going to also have it right next season, and I'm going to be back fighting, and I'm going to bring the fight to Lando. Okay. Well, McLaren pretty much pulled an Aston Martin just in the second round of the season. They didn't even show up to race. Both drivers in the garage on pit wall, McLaren is not what they were last season. And I don't know if they're going to eventually get there, but I know they're not there. And I know right now it's going to start brewing, and it makes things worse when you can't because you don't have what you need. And the people who are supposed to give you what you need, when they shitted on you, didn't really show you that, and now they can't provide you with the opportunity so you can go get that. Oh, yeah, Piastri might be sitting back like, you know what? I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Straight up. Where you at? Leon's son in the super chat. Let's go, Lewis. Great race pace, management, and tactics on track. New race engineer is good. I feel bad for Pia. That was his season to. Hey, that's what I was just saying, bro. I'm telling you. That was his season 2 cheated. I'm telling you. I feel you. Smash the like. Shaking my head, man. I'm trying to tell you. Smash the like button. Share the live stream. Get it up, Chad. I'm trying to, like, come on, man. We in here tonight. We in here this morning. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been up. We pump right now. So as we also go in, I would have definitely liked to see a Ferrari double podium, but it didn't happen. But I'm cool with it because Ferrari is still collecting these points. Ferrari's collecting these points. They running it up. And as a matter of fact, we might have to change this. Actually, we might have to make a change to the board right now as a sit, fam. We might have to change that board. Hold on. I think we got some changes to make. Maybe not just, okay, not just yet. McLaren's still holding it down. They still got it down. Hey, Red Bull got 8 points for the season. Congratulations. You there. Max Verstappen is now 6 in the Drivers' Championship. He got 8 points. That's all they got, 8 points. There you go. Congratulations. So, Mechanic Mercedes, Vampire Gang. You already know. So, hey, can we talk for a second? I don't know where Baraka is, and I don't see Baraka in here, but can we give some awesome credit to Bearman? Bearman, 5th in the driver finishing 5th. Hey, Bearman's there. Ocon, yo, dog, Ocon was out there clowning. Ocon wrecked Colapinto, man. And Colapinto finished 10th. Mechanic Mercedes, you better be lucky we ain't make that bet again on my broski. He finished 10th, also while being wrecked by Ocon. How about that Argentine driver? I ain't going to get too hype about that because, Colapinto been known to fool around a little bit. But I'm just saying, Buck Rogers in the super chat. What up, fam? Buck Rogers says, what up, Wolfpack fam? How's everyone? Let's be real. If the engines were even, the championship battle would be way different. And Kimmy wouldn't have won. Nothing against him. Hey, I'm going to say this, man. Hey, I'm happy for Kimmy, bro. I'm happy for Kimmy. For real. And we are going to see June 1st if this power unit situation is as big and contributing to Mercedes' performance. I think it is. But I am ready and willing to also say if it's not, if June 1st comes and we get to Monaco, because I already think Ferrari is going to run away in Monaco. Their car in these turns, even Russell said it, they're fast everywhere they need to be. They're fast in and out of the turning sections. Right now, we've been on 2 tracks with pretty lengthy straights, which is where their strong suit is not. When we get to a track like Monaco, Baku, what's something else? Probably down, I wouldn't say Austria, maybe Miami. It might be a different story. Coda, it might be a different story. I'm just keeping it a buck. Ferrari, but let's also keep it real. Mechanic Mercedes said he finished 10th because Max took a break. Hey, I don't care, man. Racing is racing. Racing is racing, man. And I can't even say that because Max was in front of him. So ain't no telling, hey, I'm going to tell you like this, man. Racing, mechanic Mercedes. The bro there. You got to be available when opportunity presents itself to take that up. And he was there and he was available. That's all I'm saying. He's 10. I'm just saying. I'm not repping Color Pinto like that. I'm just making a point because I had to take a jab at you, man, because you talk shit about my camera, man. You talking like I got my camera off Temu, man. I don't shop on Temu. So, I had to take a jab. Glass in the super chat says, hey, I said how much better the Ferrari chassis is. You did, and it is. Does anybody agree with that? Does anybody agree with that? 68% of you all said yes. Now I got another question to ask you. Do you think because right now we got to worry about this because let's keep it real. Then we're going to get back to Bearman. We've seen Ferrari bring updates and the updates be counterproductive. We've seen this. What's up, Sylvia Wick Kelly? We've seen this. And right now, there's a lot of good, but there's still some kind of foolishness, another F word that Ferrari can stand for. This time, they got the strategy right. This time, the cars were set up as probably good as they could be in this race. We've seen Ferrari bring supposed updates, and they not matter. Is this the season where Ferrari is going to bring updates and it is going to add performance? Because that is very important. And will it be enough to catch Mercedes? Because like I just said, Mercedes is not a slouch. We're not talking about a few seconds. It's there initially. The battle is there initially, and then the battle just gets out of hand. It gets out of hand. We're talking about over 20 seconds from the leader. Is there going to be enough updates from Ferrari to soak up that type of lead? What's up, Insured Frames? As an Argentinian, Ocon is on my permanent hate watch list for the rest of the time. Hey, I feel you, bro. I ain't mad at you for that. Spider R35 said, only driver ever podium for Merc, McLaren, and Ferrari. Oh, yeah, bro. That's a good one, too. That's a good fun stat, bro. Only driver to podium for 3 different teams, Merc, McLaren, and Ferrari. That's a good little stat. I like that. Nasty Stu says, did they disclose what happened to McLaren? I haven't heard anything yet. I want to know. Because that was odd to me. When the race is starting, I'm like, well, what's going on? Pia's in the garage, then Pia's out of the car, Lando's out of the car. What's really happening? So kind of interested to get a whole debrief on what happened with McLaren if we even get the full story. But, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Glass says, hey, I said how much better the Ferrari chassis is. Mechanic Mercedes, I got that. Glass, I'm going back up to Super Chat, y'all. Give me a second. Oh, how I loved how you could see how Sir Lewis Hamilton opened gaps today when he encountered traffic. He left Leclerc easily when passing back markers. He did. And that's because he had the tire management. That's because he had that tire management, man, for sure. Listen, Lewis is in his bag. Lewis is confident. Maria Duncan, what's up, Maria? I was hoping you show up. Maria, I don't know if you watched the other show from yesterday because we was going in. We was in church. You hear me? We had church yesterday. But today, we celebrating. Maria Duncan in the Super Chat, so good to see you. Y'all know we having the Wolves Den today, 12 noon. We are having Wolves Den. You need to be there in the Discord. I know the conversation is going to be crazy. Crazy. Maria Duncan says, it was worth staying up late to see Lewis on podium. Look so happy. Big congrats to Kimmy on his first podium. It was also great seeing Bono up on the podium next to Lewis. Seeing Max retire was the cherry on top. Ping! I feel you. You got to go back and watch that other episode. We spitting stats and facts, and, Mad Max fans decided to be racist again. They decided to be racist. Maria, they got so mad They left a comment say, Black Ham fans always chimping out. I'm trying to tell you, they mad when you drop stats and facts. They get racist and get pissed. We got OG Zilla, 36 months. What's popping, my bro? Even if Ferrari bridges the power gap, they still gonna fumble the strategy. Damn, man. You can't be mad at OG Zilla for saying that, because we all should have some concerns. We should have some concerns if they're gonna legitimately be able to do it correctly. But I will say this, they 50-50, got it wrong last week. They got it right this week. They 50-50. So right now we working in the middle. We on even ground right now. Nasty Stu in the Super Chat says, you see the difference between Hamilton and Alonso when they leave teams and how Hamilton still has the respect of his old man. Facts. The way you leave matters. It matters, and it tells you the type of person you are. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did Lewis just up his own record that he already accomplished? Did Lewis just up the record for the driver to have over 300 Grand Prix and be on podium? Did Lewis just up that again? Has Alonso done that yet? No, he hasn't. He hasn't. In short, Frames, peacing out. All I'm going to say, James Allison back in his bag with flat bottom cars. That guy and his team might be the biggest haters of Venturi tunnels ever. That's a good one, bro. I like that. I like the technical aspect you put in there. I see that. I see you. We got a Mechanic Mercedes in the Super Chat, and I see you trying to use that funny money with that Argentina money, man. Hey, yes, sir. Big bro went to church to show off his alligator shoes from Alibaba. You know I did, man. Hey, them Alibaba alligator shoes, that's still real alligator. I just ain't paying the middleman. Stepping on them, bro. Stepping on them. All right, so let's talk about this because we do got something else to talk about. Hey, did anybody notice how Max Verstappen was having trouble getting past the Alpine? Anybody notice that? That, you know, they said Max Verstappen could drive a tractor, just drag it. He was dragging a tractor last year. He dragged it to the finish line. Max Verstappen and do all this and super max this and super max that. Anybody notice he couldn't even really battle Gasly? Although Gasly started complaining and whining and you didn't, you know, you were tripping. Max had it, but you was tripping. But you was behind Oliver Bearman, bro. You wasn't in the top three. You was back there. It is becoming more and more true. Mary Beanie said, and other people agreed, Max Verstappen is where people were guessing 2 years ago that Max Verstappen going to win every race in the season. It didn't happen. Now people are guessing that Max Verstappen might not win a race this season. It could happen. It's true so far until it's not. I'm still on the side that I think Max is going to get one race. But it ain't looking likely. I might lose that one. Roxanne, Toto was claiming Lewis. Hey, you already know. Toto going to step up and, you know, he got to be there. He got to say that. He going to try to recover. You know, he trying to mend the relationship. You know, he broke it up. He left bad. Toto got a lot of making up to do with Lewis Hamilton. Paul in the Super Chat says, I noticed Max bogged off the start and dropped a few, bottled it. Yeah, he did. Screwed it all up. Big shout out to DJ Screw. No pun to you. But Bearman, congratulations. Ocon is working on not being in Formula One. I'm telling you right now, Ocon is on watch list because at this point in time, Haas has a points gathering car. They are with Toyota. They have changed their program. Komatsu has changed the way the team looks at things, changed methodically on how they approach Formula One, and it is working. And right now, what is happening, and I've explained this dynamic more than a few times, once you have a driver that shows you the capabilities of your car and where it can be, and you got another driver who is just somewhere out there in La La Land, you start thinking to yourself, how much better of a team could we be if we had two drivers bringing in these points? How much more money could we accomplish if we had a higher ranking in the Constructors' Championship? Ocon is not helping that. And Haas is about to be in a position where they're going to say, Ocon, your time's up. And if Ocon's time is up and Haas, Ocon is out of Formula One for at least a season, maybe forever. Maybe forever. Because this is not a good audition for you with other teams. Bearman is 5th today. You are damn near out of there. And I'm going to tell you, be honest, if Max was still alive, if Alonso's still alive, Piastri, Norris, racing is racing, Bortoleto been having some oops, and Albon out there, Ocon, it might not even be in the top 15. Ocon, bro, you on the watch. Maria Duncan in the super chat says, Charles is the new Woody. We was just talking about that, Maria. We was talking about that. He fights Lewis harder than any driver on the grid. He is fixated on beating Lewis at all costs, 44 months in. Yo, that is a good number. I got to show that. Now, I got to show that right now because that's a good number. Maria Duncan at 44, the Lewis Hamilton's number in the chat right now. That is an awesome number to see. Big shout out to Maria Duncan. Been here. You know she an OG family member, too. Let's keep it a buck. So, yeah, Ocon, you on watch. OG Zilla in the super chat. Mechanic Mercedes says, I lost all respect for Charles today. I feel you. Okay, I get it. I'm not going to even try to change your mind, but I still have a little shred of hope that Charles actually today it might have been the big bro slap in the face that he needed from Lewis Hamilton to really make him wake up and realize, like, damn, I know I was battling because this my shit and I was doing wrong, but bro showed me today he really liked that. Like, why the fuck nobody told me Lewis Hamilton was like that? You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Fred, I wish I could fire you, but I can't because I love you. Who else is fired? Why the hell nobody told me that he was really like, I know I could have watched all the tapes. I know I could have watched all the races. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Lewis Hamilton slapped the shit out of Charles Leclerc and said, yo, I'm like that, bro. And Charles, he said it over the radio. We got to give him credit for saying it because, you know, when a person's wrong and they can admit when they're wrong, it means something. Charles said it, yo, that was some pretty good battling today. And that was his way of saying, like, hey, he pretty much showed me what's up. OG Zilla in the super chat said, a lot of surprises this year for me. Red Bull tied with Racing Bulls. Damn. We starting off. OG Zilla about to start off getting crazy right now. OG Zilla. Red Bull tied with Racing Bulls. Williams not best of the rest. Bonotto probably got a huge grin with Audi. And I don't even want to talk about Aston. Alonso can't escape the GP2 nightmare. Damn, bro. Facts. Big shot right there. Glass in the super chat says Toto could never make up for lacking an AD. That is true. You right. You got a point on that. I stand corrected. Buck Rogers says, I believe Max will pull his contract card. The clause. Car doesn't perform. He can lead a team. Yo, hey, but hold on. Hold on. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold, stop. Like Brad Pitt in damn Fight Club. Whoa. The car doesn't perform. No. We're not doing that tonight. I was told Max Verstappen could take a tractor to the finish line. Max Verstappen could qualify with a Haas or Alpine, and we already knew what that team and those cars were. I was told all this. So I don't want to hear that shit from anybody that was illegitimately talking about how great Max is. Max needs to be great. Y'all said he was great. He needs to be great. Y'all said all this shit about Max Verstappen could do this and he could do that. I don't want to hear nothing about Max needs to leave because the car not performing. Because I was told Max could hop in a non-performing car and make it fucking great. I was told Max Verstappen could find shit and voila, turn it to gold nuggets. That's what I was told by several people. So I don't want to see that. No, not going for it. He better fix it. He better get in the books. Start looking through the charts. All right, that's where we at. And he better get his ass in the simulator and fix it. Because that's what I was told Max could do. I was told Max, when Lewis was in the slim down side pod Mercedes, if that was Max, he'd be a champion in that Mercedes. No. You can't have two pieces of cake and eat them at the same time. You were not doing that. So what you believe, I ain't with that. Red Claw in the super chat. Good to see Lewis on podium. Congrats to Antonelli, for sure. Mechanic Mercedes. I'm with Maria. My birthday was yesterday, and Lewis' podium makes it even better. Hey, Brody. My bro's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to you. That's as far as I'm going, all right? That's as far as I'm going. I'll kill y'all after that. I'll kill your eardrums after that. Mechanic Mercedes, happy birthday to you, bro. Big shout out to you, man. Let's go. Roxanne in the super chat. Max is the one not performing. Thank you, Roxanne. We not doing that. So let me ask you this. Because Hadjar is 8th. So the car is a points car. So if Hadjar is 8th, with the supposed Supermax bump, Max should be 2nd or 3rd. Because that's what y'all did with Yuki all last season. When Yuki first came into Red Bulls, when he should have got the offseason and came in the season, y'all was all over Yuki's ass about he wasn't doing this and he wasn't doing that. And because the car was here, Yuki was there, he was wrong. Well, Hadjar finished in the points and Max didn't. Lim Lawson finished in the points and Max didn't. Lindblad finished the race, Max didn't. I'll give you, hey, shit does happen, but I'm not doing that. Max better make it happen, bro. Max should be, with McLaren having these issues, Max supposed to be another championship leading driver. Maybe it will happen at some point in the season, but I ain't giving them that excuse. Hell no, you picked the wrong day to bring that shit to the table. Mechanic Mercedes, Lewis can build a car, Max a better Kleenex. He is a better Kleenex user. I also remember a bunch of people. Do y'all remember when people said Lewis Hamilton wasn't good at giving feedbacks? Y'all remember that? When they were, again, deploying some of these racial epithets as far as the black man's mind, they said Lewis Hamilton, his feedback wouldn't help no team build a car. That's what they said. Let me ask y'all this. Max is the GOAT. Y'all better they better recognize, hey, you better get that shit up. Did y'all not see? Let me ask you this. When have you ever seen Max be on the grid and be like this on a car? Right there. When y'all seen Max do that? When have y'all seen Max do that? You want to know why Max doesn't do it? I would think because he don't know what the fuck he looking at like that. I would think because Max got so accustomed to somebody else, Adrian Newey, Red Bull, designing such a rocket ship, he thought, I ain't got to do that. When have you seen Max do that? The only time I saw Max do that is when he came up to Lewis Hamilton's wing and was like, what's up with this wing? What are they doing here at Mercedes? Parc Ferme, violation. Then they test Lewis' wing, say it's out of tolerance. That's the only time I seen Max inspect shit. When he violated Parc Ferme, and then they tried to come back and get Lewis Hamilton on it, and there was another angle. Lewis ain't even touched the car, bro. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Galactus, what's up, POC? Congrats, Kimmy. Lewis is back. Let's go. Buck Rogers says, man, you know that ain't going to happen. He ain't no team player. All right, Buck. All right, bro. I got you. Buck. Right. That's facts. He's not a team player. Max Verstappen is not. And I'm still wondering what happened with Max's car. We'll eventually find out, hopefully, that it might have been some electrical issue. Might have been Max caught a cramp. Could have been anything. Could have been his dad called him on the extra cell phone. He got in his race suit and said, hey, man, we're going to activate that clause. All right, don't just come on in. Ain't even no sense. Kind of like Colt McCoy did at Texas. Went in there with a shoulder injury, said, you know what, I need to be in a draft. I can't come back out. In a championship, in a game where we're trying to win the championship, Colt McCoy, you ain't come back out because of draft prospects? That's kind of what Max might have did. All right, man, I'm going to see y'all later. You know what, this car ain't right. This car ain't the best car on the grid. It ain't the fastest car. I can't win in nothing less than that. Just saying. So, hey, Mechanic Mercedes says it wasn't for Charles' stupidity. Ferrari could have been P2, P3. I agree. That's what I said, bro. Dude, I think I do have a little shred of hope that Charles actually might mature. And listen, I want people to understand this. Maria Duncan, let me read your super chat first. If Max leaves, where is he going to? Toto will look crazy getting rid of Woody or Kimmy as they are doing so well this year. Max will finish in the middle of the pack. At best, Merc doesn't need Max. And I said that in another live. I second that. I concur. Toto right now probably has lost his eye for Max Verstappen. Toto probably realized, like, man, I was about to F up, man. Oh, my gosh. I was really about to down George, man. George, he need to go in the – listen, I know y'all don't like Woody, but Toto need to go into Russell's office and say, hey, man, you know that shit that happened last year when we stalled you out on the contract and, you know, I came out and I was making comments about who wouldn't want Max and – you know, I said a lot of crazy things. I just want you to know that's exactly what it was. It was just crazy talk. None of that was real. I wasn't really. No, I was probably gonna do it, but it would have been so crazy. Russ, listen, man. I just want to tell you, I'm sorry. You bought that boat. How much was that boat, Russell? How much you pay for that boat out there? That boat, that new boat you got. I'm gonna give you a bonus. I want to pay for that boat because I don't want you to use that boat to sell away from Mercedes. I want you to stay. I need you to stay. I said it last year. Why would you go get Russell and make him feel this way when he's on the ass of Max Verstappen this season in the car you got? You're going to trade a big problem for the hopes and dreams of killing your team with Max Verstappen's vibe because he's a fucking team killer. He's going to come in with his crybaby attitude. He's going to come in, not take responsibility. Don't do it. OG Zilla in the super chat says, I love to see Sir Lewis in good spirits again. 180 from last year was getting pretty bad at the end of the season. It was. You're right about that. It was. By the way, let me just make it known. Again, I appreciate you all. Do not forget. This is the next giveaway. Everybody that's doing super chats and as many super chats you do, your name is going to go on the wheel for this super chat bundle pack. All right, we will eventually be spinning for that. At one race, I will announce when that's going to happen, but big shout out to you. Glass in the super chat says, I'm so sorry I missed your Max stream. Y'all were on fire. I had to check it at work, but you went 10 toes down and bought receipts. Hell yeah, bro. And when I bought them receipts, you know the Max trolls came out with the racist shit, man. 100. I'm just saying, show me. Prove it to me. Galactus, what's up, bro? Great GP, but Ferrari needs to work together now. We do. The Leon said, nah, Charles and Lewis battle cost Ferrari today. It did. 100%. It did cost Ferrari. But I'm glad it didn't cost Lewis, but it cost Ferrari a double podium because they could have held Russell out. I really believe that. I believe that strategically, two Ferraris, the way this car performs in the turns, and Russell has said it over the radio, I think they could have battled and kept Russell out of there and managed that. And I think Russell would have used up his tires because we all know Russell is not a tire whisperer. He's not that great of a tire manager. That's why he ended up falling off the pace and couldn't catch Kimmy. They could have kept him out. Hey, what's up? Earl PC in the super chat. So Russell was better than Verstappen all this time? Yep. All this time, bro. Stephen Myers in the super chat. Charles is like, 10 years deep in the game? Yes, he is. Charles is 10. That's why I said Charles is who he is. But if he could pick up some tips from Lewis, he could probably be better. His clock is ticking as far as evolving. Kimmy and Lewis are elite compared to him. He plateaued and is possible on a decline. Now, Stephen, me and you, I agree. I have also talked about this, that I think Charles is what he is right now. The difference, and I might be a little skewed when I say this. This could be a little biased in what I'm going to say. It could be, but this is the way I see it. There is a percentage that makes athletes all-time great, and it doesn't have to be a big percentage, but that small percentage is a big outcome on the other side. Tom Brady, GOAT. Don't look like it, can't run worth shit, but his IQ and his acumen, that small percentage of difference, big outcome. All right? When we talk about this, LeBron James, percentage, doing a lot of shit right now, I understand, but you look over time, LeBron James is that. Small percentage, big time. Big time. Michael Jordan, big time. Although he couldn't go to another team and make a championship happen, it happens. But when we talk about Stephen Curry, that percentage that he's different in three-pointer, make him the GOAT at 3 points. I ain't even bullshitting. Steph Curry crazy. That percentage that makes Lewis Hamilton the GOAT, his plateau is different. Lewis Hamilton's plateau is still the highest and above what any other driver might be able to achieve in all of their career. So I say that to say this. While Charles may learn some things from Lewis that will put him in a different level, possibly, what Lewis is going to do with Ferrari and the way he's going to evolve within Ferrari's environment still will be far eons above what Charles could accomplish. That's how I feel. I could be wrong. And Charles has all the time that he's in Formula One to show me that I am wrong. And I don't mind being wrong, but that's just the way I feel right now in perspective. I'm just keeping that a buck. That's the way it is. Lewis Hamilton, different. And today, wheel-to-wheel driving, he showed him that all weekend. Lewis said, I'm not backing out of shit. If I got to smack you to make you understand what I am, who I am, and what I will be in this team, so be it. I'm going to show you what this wheel-to-wheel pressure be like. I'm going to show you why Max Verstappen took every opportunity he could to run me off the road. I'm going to show you why Max Verstappen would always dive bomb me. I'm going to show you why Max would never stand toe-to-toe and box it up with me. Because this wheel-to-wheel driving ability I have, it's a motherfucker, bro. I know I'm a nice guy, but when you wheel-to-wheel with me, you're going to find out like, shit, he like that. Yeah, he liked that. Mechanic Mercedes in the super chat. Russell tires were gone, so if Charles had maintained position, I said I agree with you. It would have been a P2, P3. Lewis looking out for the team while Charles about himself. Facts. You 100% right, bro. You 100% right. 150,000% right since it's your birthday. Galactus, so many DNF, crazy. McLaren, what the hell happened? Yeah, let's go into that. So Aston Martin as a team, out. McLaren as a team, out. Bortoleto, out. Albon, out. Max Verstappen, out. Carlos Sainz, at least in the points. That's crazy, chat. That's wild. A lot of things, did we not say this season was probably going to be an epic season? I know I said it. I know many of you in the chat also agreed. This season is turned. Today's race was nice. The mid-pack battles were nice. This car delivered, although there are some things to work out about power distribution, this car has delivered what we thought the 2022 cars were going to deliver right away. Overtakes, close battles happening. Now, I know somebody's running away with it, and that's Mercedes, but June 1st is going to be coming. It will be here. All right. Mechanic Mercedes in the super chat says, even Fred said Lewis will make Charles learn. He wasn't wrong. A lot of people I don't want to say a lot of people. I've been seeing people say that Fred need to go. I don't think Fred need to go. I think Fred cool, but Fred got to make sure he stay on his business. Big shout out to Alpine. Gasly out here again, 6, collecting points. What I say? Going to a customer team, losing that Renault smoke bomb of a power unit, getting a Mercedes was an upgrade. And Gasly is showing that. And Colapinto is there. Colapinto might have earned the right to live another day, but Gasly is showing that. I told you Alpine was going to be one of the teams I was going to be watching this season. They were a team of interest to me. And right now, they are proving still to be interesting. Alpine, remember when Otmar was with them? And they made that slogan, best of the rest. This might be another opportunity for Alpine to show they probably will be best of the rest. Now, the new team, the new donned colored team, Audi, may have something to say about that. The Racing Bulls might have something to say about that. But right now, Gasly is up there making it happen. If Colapinto could bring his skill play up, they might be back to where they thought they were going to be because they claimed that, and in the following season, they fell off a cliff. This might be the season that they return to being best of the rest. But make no mistake, Haas is there too. The mid-pack teams are very entertaining and very important right now. Max Verstappen need to get up in that mid-pack battle. Galactus says the aero cars are fire, Mario Kart speed, and boost, laugh out loud. And there's been do you notice who is still largely complaining? Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. Two of the biggest complainers right now. Now they want to try, it's oddly funny. Now they want to try to adjust the start procedure because, Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton, them got an advantage. Well, shit, I guess, what are we doing? There's nothing wrong with the starting procedure. It's just fine. Get better. I feel the same way about the engine with Mercedes. Ferrari, make it happen. Now, with that being said, there's still a rule applied to that. 16 is the compression. At all times it should be. The checks are coming. When June 1st get here, Monaco Grand Prix, we're going to see what happens. Glass in the Super Chat says, I was very impressed with Colapinto. And even I don't know if I was very impressed, but I was like, okay, he might be all right. He might save his job because Flavio on his ass right now. He might save his job. And Ocon doing what he did, I give Ocon respect because he put his hand up and said that was my fault over the radio. Most drivers don't want to do that. Ocon said it over the radio. That was my fault. Roxanne in the Super Chat says the last two races was really good. This is how F1 should be. It was. I agree. It was usually this time, if the race is boring, I fall the fuck to sleep. Then I get on live with y'all and be like, yo. But this shit good. This race, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up like, yeah, okay. Posting and shit in the Discord, in the live chat. Sometimes if y'all want, I'll be in the live chat early before we go live. But Discord about to be jumping today. I'm going to set the link. I'm going to set the announcement. 12 noon, we're going to be in the Discord, all right? Some of y'all going to need to take a nap. But then we go down here to Hulk with Audi. Audi's still there, just outside of the points. Cadillac, not an awesome weekend for Cadillac, but a plus for Cadillac because both cars finished the Grand Prix while yesterday one car was falling the hell apart on the track. I mean, literally, the Cadillac was falling. It was parts coming all off the Caddy. Not a good look. But today, they finished the Grand Prix. I think this is the first time they finished both cars because I don't think Perez finished last time, or Valtteri, one of them. But it's the first time, so that's a step for them. All right, they finished, but I don't know where they would be in standings if we didn't have 2, 4, 6, 7 cars not finish the race. I don't know where Cadillac would be, probably dead ass last. Then this new team out of these two new teams is struggling the most. And Aston Martin is effectively kind of a new team. They're struggling just as much. Probably worse. They're struggling worse. So, Cadillac, good to you. Now, Lindblad shouldn't get a lot of criticism. Lindblad shouldn't get a ton of criticism. He's young. He's going to learn. It's going to happen. Let's go. So, I got a question to ask you all. Who's ahead by season end? Caddy? Who you with? Who's ahead by season end? Caddy or Audi? Who you buying into? Who you buying into? You know, 67% Audi. I think I might be kind of going with Audi too. That's what I think. For sure. I agree. I think it might be Audi. I mean, because like I told you at the beginning of the season, Audi effectively was already in Formula One by way of Kick Sauber. So I would be a bit kind of like, damn, bro, you had all that time and data and actually in Formula One race trim experience, and then you let Cadillac come in here and dust your ass off. That would have been crazy. So I'm also not criticizing Cadillac this season to that degree unless they do something just utterly ridiculous. But they are where I thought they would be, honestly. And Audi is kind of surprising me, but it should be this way. I would be surprised if Audi. Bortoletto didn't have a good weekend, for real. I was a little bit shocked that he was where he was. He didn't have a good weekend, so I'm looking for him to have a bounce back in Japan, which is next week. So we're going to be on this same early-ass schedule for 3 weeks straight, and I'm going to be here. So I was a bit kind of, damn, Bortoletto, because he just didn't have a good weekend. So I'm going to let him live. We'll just see what happens next week. McLaren going to have to – they done came back to earth like nobody's business in this new era of cars. That just goes to show, man, you got to seize the moment. You got to carpe diem. And right now, I don't think Oscar is happy with what's happening. I don't think he's happy with this outcome. I don't think he's happy with what's going on right now. And he probably shouldn't be. So, anyway, listen. We will be in the Discord. I want to hear all about it. Wildcat, you got to be a little limited, man. People going to be need to talk. We need to hear a lot of people talk. I know you're going to have some points, but I want to see everybody in the Discord today at noon to talk about this race. If you don't have your hand up to talk about this race today, I got a question. What in the hell you doing? Stephen Myers in the Super Chat says Audi has a lot of Porsche data backing them. That's another good point. Porsche is a Sith Lord of F1 building foundation. Yo, that is a good-ass Star Wars pun, bro. I love it. The Star Wars pun is crazy. Glass in the Super Chat says, it's just great to see how committed Caddy is. I agree. And listen, Caddy was realistic. Although I clowned them about their livery, which is not important, but it would have looked dope if they came in. But they were realistic. They were we just trying to finish races. We're trying to finish Grand Prix. We're trying to collect as much information, and we're trying to build fundamentally, not mediocre, but they're trying to build a solid foundation to be a formidable mid-pack team, not mediocre. And I think that's realistic. And where they are, that's why I'm not giving them all this extra criticism. They got two good drivers, for real. They got two good drivers. It's really just about getting the car. They got two twos that have been in championship teams, have only lost out to championship drivers, and they have the experience. Now, I don't really care for them damn near going to wreck each other out, but I think they also have two drivers that are even-minded enough to not be big ego and clash. Although that might be wrong, because it might be two 1B drivers trying to make one a 2, and I'm the real one, and people going to know if it wasn't for Lewis, if it wasn't for Max, this is where I would have been. But right now, they got two good drivers. They're trying to put together a streamlined system, program, and we just need to wait to see what happens next season. Right now, Cadillac living on we knew. So that's what I got. Galactus in the Super Chat says, if Cadillac gets 1 point, that would be good for real, for real. I agree. If they can get a 1 point, I agree. That is an accomplishment. And I said that too. I'm just looking for them to just see if they can get a point by the end of the season. See if they get a point. Audi's already collecting. They've already collected. Just see what they could do. And I think I don't know if it's going to happen this season because right now it's only the second round. I know, you know what makes this season already seem like we've been in is because action has been good. There's been so much shit to come out. There's been a lot of controversy. There's been a lot of crying. There's been a lot of surprises. We got Lewis Hamilton on podium. We got Ferrari looking formidable. We got Mercedes running away with shit. We got the power unit debacle. We got the rotating rear wing. We got a Ferrari car that looks good. We got Audi coming up. We got Cadillac back. We got Aston Martin in trouble. We got Lando Norris and Pia not even in the race. We got all types of shit happening. We got Alpine. It's a lot of going on. This is a good season of Formula One so far. This is what you want. This is what I want. This is a good season. So I'm all for the smoke. I'm all for the smoke. So yeah, and the Dutch people, Max Verstappen fans, stop leaving me racist ass comments. I'm just gonna laugh at you, and I'm gonna leave you a comment that's gonna make you step up, and I'm gonna put your profile out there. I'm gonna put your profile name out there. I'm putting your profile name out there. I put you out there. This guy right here, racist as shit, mad as hell, because Max Verstappen. Matter of fact, I tell you what, I'm gonna make it even more. I'm gonna make it bigger. He mad because we spit facts about Max Verstappen. And he thought it was a good idea to come onto my profile and be racist. And I'm putting your ass out there. There he is. Black Ham fans always chimping out. Most delusional, brainwashed, hateful cult on the planet. That is what you did there was absolutely an oxymoron. You went and said, we're the most hateful and you were racist. No, that's hateful. Black Hamilton fans always chimping out the monkey reference. We're hateful? No, Max Verstappen fans are hateful. Max Verstappen fans have proven to be racist. And like I said right here, Max fans react with racism when you hit them with facts and stats every time it happens. Every time it happens. This is what they do. Just saying. That's what they do. And when you respond to them, they don't know what to do with that. Give them a visit. Give them a visit. Say, hey, saw you was over there being racist the other day. Saw you was over there being racist the other day. What's up with that? You said we was hateful, and you called black Hamilton fans monkeys. Call them monkeys. You know, I'm just saying. Just being out there. You know? It's kind of crazy. You're being that way. Just keeping it a buck. You know, that was almost as bad as one time I remember me and Cam was talking, and, you know, he made a bad mistake one time, and I told him it was a bad mistake. Cam didn't think it was a mistake. He thought they were overreacting. But when you use the monkey reference in regard to Lewis Hamilton, monkeys falling from trees, and you put Lewis Hamilton in it, or you can't do that, bro. You don't want to use monkey references when you're speaking of black people. It's not going to go well. When you've been through generations and years of being called monkey for being racial tone people, and then you go and use a monkey reference in regard to Lewis Hamilton, yeah, Cam, that ain't a good look. I had to tell him that. So when I see people use monkey references in regard to black people, that shit's racist. There's no other way to spin it. It's racist. If you wasn't racist, you probably should just stay away from that. Just stay away from it. It's just not a good look. Don't do it. Anybody that's done that probably has learned their lesson. Cam learned his lesson too. He had to go through that. You know, you don't do that. So Mechanic Mercedes said chimpanzees are intelligent and very strong. Yeah, they are, but don't call me no goddamn chimp. Don't call me no monkey. Don't do that. I don't give a damn how strong they are, how smart they are. I ain't no fucking monkey. You feel me? Yeah, you know. Hey, and it's cool if it don't bother you. It's cool, but I ain't with it. And I'm pretty sure if somebody walked up to you, Mechanic Mercedes, in a hostile environment and called you a monkey, I'm pretty sure you ain't just letting, oh, yeah, man, it's cool. I'm a monkey. I bet you not. I bet you not. If you did that, bro, I would lose respect for you. If you let a motherfucker come in your face, call you monkey with no comeback, no rebuttal, no stand-up, nah, bro, that ain't the business. That ain't the business. I'm going to be looking at you like, who the fuck you talking to? I'm going to probably say that. Who the fuck you talking to? Nah, man, I don't give a damn. Nah, I ain't with the N-word. I ain't with being called a monkey. I ain't with being having the racial references. We can laugh it off. It's cool because I see it. I laugh at them because I know they mad about it. But no, that ain't going well if you come in my face and you call me a damn monkey. It ain't gonna go smooth. It ain't gonna go smooth. Just keeping that all the way 100. So, but that's what they do. But see, this is my main point is they want to say in the same stroke they say call you the N-word or they call you a monkey or they use it. It's not going. It's not going. So it's not going. That's not going to fly. You contradicted yourself right there in that comment. And I'm going to put y'all on blast damn near every time so people can see your profile. Let people know who you are. So, hey, right. Did you see that? Go figure. Hey, and I'm going to tell you something else, y'all. I know somebody with a burner account been in the chat. I know somebody with a burner account been dropping their little feelings in there. I know. It's cool, though. You got to do it through a burner. You should just do it through your real account. Don't do the KD approach. Just use your real account and drop the comment, bro. You don't need to use your burner account. Don't use your burner because I know you got a burner. I know that because I know you used to do it through your burners. You used to go respond to people through your burner account instead of just doing it with you. I just do it with my account, with me. If I got something to say, I feel that I'm just going to say it. I don't need to use a burner. So, yeah. But, chat, let's get it off. See you in the Discord. Wolfpack members only. I will see y'all. Big shout out to everybody. And happy birthday, Mechanic Mercedes. Again, brother, happy birthday to you, man. Big shout out to Mechanic Mercedes. Big happy birthday to you, bro. I hope you have many more. I'm going to see y'all. And, yeah, it is all day long. I'm telling you, all day long, Sylvia with Kelly. Crazy. See y'all in the Discord because we got to talk about this shit. I'm almost considering, listen, I'm going to see if I can get a guest next week so we could talk about this race and bring her in and then have more conversation about this because I think I want to do that. I figured you would get that, Mechanic Mercedes. I want to do that. I'm going to see if we could get a guest in here so we can have a conversation about China, Lewis, Max, Antonelli, Russell, and that way we can all vibe it out, all right, on another live one like we did last time. Y'all need to come up, though. We put a lot of I want people to come up. Lord Chaos City, well, much love, people. See y'all later. I don't even think I'm going to sleep. I'm just going to get ready to go in here and chill out, go work in this garage because I got cars coming home. I got to figure out how to get these motherfucking cars in here right now, all right? Peace and love, everybody. We will be at this again. I will see you in the Discord in about 6 hours from now because we've been crazy up this long. See y'all in that, all right? Peace and love. I'm out.